Good morning, students. This is Mrs. Teixeira talking to you. How are you doing? I hope you are doing fine after this holiday where you could stay at home for 3 days. Yes, relax, do nothing, watching good films. I hope you enjoy all these days with your family. But it's time to return to our online lessons. So today we will study future tenses. Yes, so please grab your book and open it on page 74. And the grammar is predictions. For sure, when we talk about predictions, we are talking about future. So let's review some of the future tenses that we have already studied. Okay? The first one is will, and it's called the simple future. Future simple is used to make predictions. We often introduce these predictions with I think, I'm sure. Okay? So it depends if you are 90% of certain, you're going to say I'm sure. If you're 70, like I think. Yes? So I think 2D TV will be a thing of past by 2030. Okay, 2030. If we want to add more emphasis on these sentences, you can use some adverbs like probably, possibly, hopefully, definitely, almost certain. Okay? Check the example. Humans will probably colonize Mars. I'm talking about prediction, probably because it's like 90%. Yes, of sure. Great. When we talk about will, it's easy, guys, because I use will and my verb in the infinitive form. Yes, like the original form with no changes. Will and my verb. Great. Now we are going to talk about future continuous. You know that when we talk about continuous, we are talking about progressive, things that we do for a period, things that we did for a period, and things that we are going to do for a period of time. Yes, we are going to use ing. The future continuous or progressive express an activity that will be in progress at a time in the future. So I'm talking about something that you imagine that you are going to be doing tomorrow. For example, tomorrow afternoon, you will be studying hard. Yeah? So how I'm going to write my sentence? I need my subject, will be, and ing. I will be cooking when you arrive. I will begin to cook at noon and you will arrive at 1. So I will be cooking. I won't have finished this, so I will be cooking when you arrive. Okay? In 10 years' time, people will be getting around in driverless cars. Yeah, I think. Nowadays, it's possible to park a car without moving, yeah, without you driving. So probably in the future we will have cars that don't need a driver. You just sit and then the car is going to take you where you want. Yeah. So in 10 years time people will be getting around in driverless car. Will be and my verb with ing. Will be and my verb with ing. So I'm talking about something that I imagine that is going to be happening in the future. It's going to be in progress in the future. Next one, we have future perfect and future perfect continuous. Okay, first future perfect. Why I'm talking about both? Because they are very similar. Future perfect and future perfect continuous are very similar, okay? So let's check. The future perfect express an activity that will be completed before another time or event in the future. The phrase by the time introduces a time clause. We use simple present in a time clause. So, check here. By the time I see you, present. By the time I finish the video, you will have learned this grammar. Okay? So, when I use by the time, and if you want to add here a phrase, you need to use it in present and then the second one in future perfect. Okay? How I'm going to create my future perfect? Will have and my verb in past participle form, that is the third column of verbs or ed. Yes? By the time I see you, I will have married and been pregnant. Okay? I will get married in January. I will get pregnant in February. Okay? It's like, quando eu te ver, eu já terei casado, né? E estarei grávida, né? Quando eu te ver novamente, eu já terei casado e estarei grávida. That's the idea. So I'm talking about something that will happen in the future. Então eu vou te encontrar no futuro, mas antes de eu te encontrar no futuro, eu já terei casado e já estarei grávida. By the time I finish the class, you will have learned this grammar. Então, quando eu terminar a aula, vocês terão aprendido essa gramática. Eu vou terminar a aula daqui 10 minutos, mas quando eu terminar, vocês já terão aprendido a gramática. Então, é algo que acontecerá antes de um evento. Antes de eu terminar a aula, vocês aprenderão. Ok? As I told you, future perfect continuous is very similar with future perfect, but it gives emphasis in the duration, okay? The duration of an activity that will be in progress before another time or event in the future. A mesma ideia. Antes de uma data, antes de algo ter acontecido, ok? Will have been and the verb in the past participle form. I will have been studying for 2 hours, so I give emphasis in the time, in the duration. I will start studying at 8. You will arrive at 9, or you will arrive at 9, and at 10 I will have finished. Yes? Sorry, here I think is at 10. I did a mistake. You will arrive at 10. So, quando você chegar, eu já terei estudado 2 horas. Yes? Here is at 10, not at 9. Sorry, my mistake, guys. Ok? Então, future perfect continuous and future perfect, they are very similar. Os dois falam de um evento que terá acontecido antes de uma data. Ok? Só que o continuous, ele foca na duração, ok? Então, future perfect continuous, eu vou dizer assim, before I finish the class, you have been watching this video for 20 minutes. Então, antes de eu terminar a aula, vocês já terão assistido o vídeo durante 20 minutos. Então, a aula vai terminar daqui a pouco, mas vocês já terão assistido o vídeo durante 20 minutos, ok? Então, eu estou falando de futuro, mas vocês terão assistido 20 minutos antes, ok? That's the idea. Eu dou ênfase no tempo, nesses 20 minutos. Alright. Okay. Let's continue. So here we can also use future continuous and future perfect to speculate about what is happening now or has already happened, okay? So in this case, we are talking about something that we are speculated. The scientists will have created the new vaccine to COVID-19 by now. Yes, to the coronavirus by now. I believe they will be testing it. So I'm speculate things that are happening now. Okay? Here I use future perfect and here future continuous. We can also use may. We use may or might instead of will to make uncertain speculations about the future. Check, guys. I use future perfect. Will have eradicated, but I don't use will. I change will per might. A decade from now, we might have eradicated the COVID-19. Okay? A decade from now, we may have eradicated COVID-19. So I'm uncertain. I'm not sure. That's why I don't use will. I use may or might. Should. We use should to say that something will probably happen. It is more certain than may and might. The scientists should be publishing their findings soon. They should be publishing their findings soon. It's more certain than may or might. Check. I change will be published, then I use should be publishing. I change the will per should. Passive form, when we don't know who is responsible for the action, we can use passive forms. Okay, you don't know who is doing this, so you can use passive forms. Space tourism may not be made available to ordinary people. Space tourism may well not be made available to ordinary people. Okay? So I don't know who is responsible for this action. So in this case, I use passive form. All right? We have already studied passive form. If you don't remember, you can take a look on your book. Yes, and check this grammar if you don't remember. Great. Now, guys, we are going to do some exercises. These exercises are not available on your book. So I need that you copy these exercises, answer the questions, yes, fill the blanks, and send me the pictures of these exercises per email, by mail, or here on the platform Plural, as you prefer. If you prefer to send by mail, or here in the Plural platform, okay? So exercise 1, you need to use these verbs in here to fill the blanks. And you have to decide if you're going to use future continuous, yes, something that is going to be in progress in the future. Future perfect, something that will be done before a time in the future. Future perfect continuous, something that will be done before a time in the future that you give emphasis on time. Okay? So please copy all the exercise and answer and send me the pictures. Exercise 2. Exercise 2, guys, you don't need to copy all of them. Just 1A, 2B, 3A, 4B. Just give me the correct option. Imagine that here we have A, B, okay? Choose the correct endings to complete each sentence, so you don't need to copy the sentence. Just give me the right answer, if it is A or B. Okay? Next class, I'm going to do the exercises that you have on your book. We're going to do all of them together. All right? Thanks for the class. I hope you have enjoyed it and learning with me. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.